Hey guys, welcome back to Wishes on Dishes by Chef Miles. Glad to have you guys back. So today we're going full Kenyan classic. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make ugali with liver and kidneys with a side of spinach. Let's get right into it. Alright, so for our ingredients, we're gonna need chopped up liver and kidneys. On the side here, we have 2 onions and 1 chopped up green pepper. We also have 2 tomatoes. We have grated up garlic and ginger and also chopped up coriander. And to go with our liver, we're gonna be making some spinach. As you can see, it's been chopped up here. And for our spices, to make our liver and kidneys, we're gonna use paprika, cinnamon, black pepper, tomato paste, some table salt, and for our spinach, just to give it a good flavor, we're gonna use some coconut cream. Alright, so first step for me is to go ahead and boil our liver and kidneys. And this is actually quite an unpopular opinion. However, according to me, I feel that it's necessary to go ahead and boil them just to ensure that they're actually well cooked and that nothing is underdone. Alright, so I left my liver and kidneys here boiling for a few minutes. As you can see, they have finally come to a boil. And also on the side, I was getting our water to make our ugali with, and you can see it's actually boiled, so we can actually go ahead and begin making our ugali. Alright, so as you can see, our water has come to a boil. We can now go ahead and add our ugali flour to our already boiled water. I'll just make sure to take out some of the water before adding the flour, so that just in case you add too much flour, you can just go ahead and also add some of the hot water remaining. So here you can see our flour is still insufficient. We can just go ahead and add some. We can just keep stirring this until you get a nice thick consistency. Yes, so as you can see, our ugali has gotten that nice thick consistency. We can just let it continue cooking. And in the meantime, as you lower the heat there, we can go ahead and begin frying our liver. So just put in some cooking oil. And go ahead and add our boiled up liver and kidneys. After adding that, you can just fry it and let it fry for a few minutes. Alright, so you can see our liver and kidneys have begun frying. Just leave them for a few minutes, then we can go ahead and add our other ingredients. Okay, so as you can see, our liver and kidneys has begun turning a nice golden brown. At this point, you can now go ahead and add our onions. And just leave this for a few minutes till they also turn into a nice golden brown color. Alright, so as you can see, our onions have begun turning into the nice golden brown color. And now we can go ahead and add our green peppers. And just let those cook until they also turn into a nice brown color. Alright, so as you can see, our green peppers have begun turning the golden brown color. And now we can now go ahead and add in our 2 chopped up tomatoes. And just keep stirring that until they're nicely done. And up here you can see our ugali is actually about to be ready. I've just left it for a few minutes to cook well at the bottom. Alright, so as our tomatoes continue frying, we can now go ahead and add in our spices. We can begin with a dash of black pepper. Add in a bit of cinnamon. A dash of paprika. And just some salt to taste. And just keep stirring that. And on the other side of things, our ugali is ready. We can now go ahead and begin making our spinach. So to begin with, we're just gonna add a bit of cooking oil. Just let that heat up for a few minutes, then we'll go ahead and add our spinach. Alright, so after adding in our spices, we can just keep mixing this. And on our other pot, our heat has begun heating up. We can now go ahead and add our spinach. Go ahead and add our spinach with the already boiling oil. Well, people do opt to cook using tomatoes and onions for their greens. However, when it comes to spinach, I just like to make it as it is, just the spinach itself fried in oil. Alright, so as our spices keep on mixing in quite well, at this point we can now go ahead and add our grated up garlic and ginger. And just mix this in right with the rest of our liver and kidneys. Oh, this smells so good. I'm sure it smells as good as it looks. Alright, so after adding our garlic and ginger mixture, we can go ahead and add some soy sauce. Adding some soy sauce. And some tomato paste too. And just keep stirring this. Alright, so now we can go ahead and add, after boiling the liver and kidneys, there was that stew. This is actually the best to use as a nice soup for our liver and kidneys. So we can just go ahead and add that. And just keep stirring it as we let it continue boiling. Alright, as that continues, we can continue mixing up our spinach here. You can see it's coming along quite well. Just keep stirring this for a few minutes and should be ready soon. Okay, so as you can see, our liver and kidneys have come to a nice boil, and just look at that. This is so good. The soup is so nice and thick. This would go so well with our ugali. So last step is for us to add our coriander. Just put that around. Just go ahead and mix this right in. Wow, this smells so good. You can just leave this for a few minutes on very low heat. It should be done. And next up, we have our spinach with us here, which has also fried on quite well. So here, what's left for us to do is to go ahead and add in some salt for taste. And just mix that in quite well. And also add in our coconut cream. And just mix that in quite well too. So after adding our coconut cream, we just leave this for a few minutes and it should be ready. Alright, so our lunch is finally ready. Let's go ahead and dig right in. Well, I'm a fan of eating using my hands, so don't mind me at all when it comes to ugali. Pardon me, this is so good. The ugali is well cooked. Our kidneys and liver, I can't even speak about it. Our greens, or rather spinach, is well done too. The coconut cream gives it such a good flavor. Can't wait to continue with my lunch. Alright, so you guys should go ahead and try it out and tell me what you think about this recipe in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe onto my channel. This is Chef Miles on Wishes on Dishes, and I'll see you guys onto the next one.